Yeah.
That's the first sack of the game. 4 wide shotgun set.
Showing
one
blitz.
back.
Here they come. Twist on the end.
Got a man wide open in the center there, running up the seam. Makes the catch. It gets taken down at the 12-yard line.
And that's the problem.
That's good for a first down for the Fury.
That's the problem right there with sending pressure, because people always say that, we're going to be attacking defense, we're going to go after them, right? It's coaching by cliche, that's what I call it, because who says, we're going to sit back and let them take the ball to us, but that's the problem. You send extra people like we did there, you man-to-man in the backfield, we've been showing we have some problems there, and that was a big play for Sacramento.
2 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the quarter.
That's why I am such a huge fan of actually the way we play usually, with just the 4 guys up front, right? And just you got to get the pressure on them with the 4. It's easy to say that, but that is the problem. You start sending pressure like that, especially here where we've been having some trouble covering. Go ahead there. They're taking timeout.
Timeout, Fury.
We've been having some trouble covering them when we have extra defensive backs. You know, now you put us on man-to-man, and so. What am I doing? It didn't work, so now I'm complaining. Geez, I hate announcers that do that, right?
Well, I think that when you play man-to-man, you know your assignment, you know the guy you're covering, there's less likelihood of being any confusion, and guys can't set into a zone. And that's the thing with the zone defense, right, is that people can kind of go to where the zone is not covering. And that's, what a good wide receiver will do is try to set in those zones and be able to get the balls. And we've seen it with our team catching those passes in the open zone areas when the play breaks down or the zone becomes larger because the players go deeper. But
that is exactly right. They call it in the seam. You look for the seam between the zone. There's always going to be one. That's an outstanding point. And I caught myself. I hear that. See, I just am someone that's a defensive line coach. I'm someone that likes to just go with 4. And I just heard myself complaining about something after I saw the outcome. And that I was wrong, Ray. You are completely right. I do like just to not blitz a whole lot, but you're right, exactly right on that, Ray.
He's going to line up under center. Got 3 backs in the backfield. This tackle in the backfield. And there's a good solid tackle on the edge there. And that's Jerome Williams on the tackle.
Jerome, player of the game, well, thus far in the first half.
Yeah, it's going to be a loss of 1 on that play.
Good play, and that's one of those things you can't really fault those defensive guys there, right there. That is just a coaching point. That is guys coming out. You want to break down, get in the hitting position. The problem there is you're not accelerating, not attacking them quite as much. But the thing in that case, it wasn't so bad because we were hitting them deep, and you'll do that if you're in the backfield. Go ahead and lay out at them, try to get them back there. You don't have to worry about it as much because they're not gaining yards yet, and then you have a good guy come over there like Jerome and finish it up. And loss of yards. That was good play. Going at him hard, the first couple guys. Last guy there, good form tackle.
4 wide shotgun set.
Coming blitz.
Takes the handoff, throws a short pass down the sideline, and the receiver gets tripped up on his own feet and drops down himself at the 8-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 to go.
Are we glad that he was stumbling there?
We sure are, because he looked like he had some daylight and would have been able to get in there for that touchdown. But fortunately, he was stumbling out of that after that reception and went down on his own accord.
And even if not a touchdown, I mean, inside of the 4-yard line, they can get a first down.
So the Fury line up on the Kings 9-yard line. 3rd down and about 5 yards to go for the first. Fakes the handoff, throws the slant route again, and makes the catch. That's good for a touchdown.
You can't get beat inside on the goal line. You know, I'm not saying I could have made that, but you just can't let the guy release. You can't let him release inside. You got to line up inside. Now, again, Ray, what does that give away if you line up inside?
Gives away the center of the field. It gives away the fade route on the outside.
It gives away the fade, but you know what? That's a touch pass. You got to be able to hit it. Now, Cruz can hit that. You can't let the receiver do a direct release. And it's a little different if he makes a fake, makes a move. You can't let him release inside on the goal line.
Do you think it's with that fake handoff that caused them to be able to run that play effectively there? Because with the fake handoff, they kind of put the defenders on their heels a little bit, thinking it was a run play at first, and then allowed them to open up that slant route.
Well, I certainly don't disagree with you giving extra point.
Kick is up.
I don't disagree with you
Kick is
pointing
good.
that out. I appreciate that because I don't like how players get criticized by announcers sometimes, although we didn't mention the player's name. But I would think if Fake would even bring the defender even in tighter. So, yeah, it could have been, but that's a couple times, and this has happened in the other games too. You can't let a receiver release inside of you on the goal line.
So Kings 18, Fury 24, a minute and 2 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Kings are going to get the ball back after the half. They are also going to get the ball back right now, and they're going to try to work the ball down the field and see if they can get some points on the board, bring it within a closer game, and then also receive the ball after halftime. I expect to see a lot of adjustments.
Yes.
There's been some things that we've seen that are very correctable. They just need to have little coaching points that will improve their play for the second half of the game. And we've seen when they've been in a close game in the first half and they come out and they're a completely different team in the second half.
Yeah, we've seen that.
I hope to see that again today.
Yeah, right. And again, the things that are burning us or that are hurting us aren't really that amazing thing. They're little things.
Fury set to kick off the ball. Kick is up. Deep kick, received at the 4-yard line. Accelerates, gets down to about the 25-yard line, 26-yard line before he's taken down. Little extracurricular activity again on the field, a flag down.
There's going to be a personal foul. Which way does it go? Now, hopefully that is going to be against them because early on in the year we had this problem. Of course, those games weren't close. We were getting the penalties, and then we really noticed how we just really cleaned it up the last part of the season.
Let's see what the white hat has to say. Personal foul.
Offsetting.
Bring it first down.
Chance Dollaride is in there at right tackle, 6'9", 300 and excess pounds. One of those big NFL-sized guys that we have.
First and 10 from the 25-yard line. 55.9 seconds to go here in this half.
Snap the ball. We got him. Throw the flag.
Throws the ball, the pass to the sideline. McCutcheon makes a reception and gets taken down about the 34-yard line. There is a flag in the backfield. It might be an extra man on the field there for the Fury. He was running off the field as they were trying to hike the ball.
That's what it was. And the thing is, that's the equivalent of when they jump off sides. You snap the ball. Now it's a free play because you got them.
Yep.
You have the choice. Only in this case, the thing is like what happened last week or a couple of weeks ago, last game where they jump off sides. You had the free play, except he's bearing down on the quarterback. In this case, the guy that's the extra man is heading the other way. So good play.
McCutcheon in motion to the top of your screen. Cruz takes the snap, looks deep, throws
Going
it deep.
deep.
Got a man. Salgado jumps up and makes the catch
Gosh.
at the 20-yard line.
Look at him just back out. Get out of there, guy.
Look
Don't
at
get
this
in the
play.
Watch him use his body to wall off
They
the
show
defender.
the short route with McCutcheon up there, keeps the guys in close.
Good eye.
And he throws the ball deep over the top, and Deshaun Salgado does what he's been doing all season long, goes
What
up and
a
gets the ball
catch.
at the highest point and makes the reception.
Quarterback's going to get credit for that, and he had the guts to throw it there. But I'll tell you what, the one that made that completion is
Salgado.
I'm sorry. The official was just pointing back.
So 36.7 seconds to go here in the game.
Big.
Or in the first half, rather.
This is a big turnaround right here in the end. This will be a big touchdown if we can get that. And now the officials are holding play up. We have to figure out what's going on here. Water's coming out, so it seems there might have been a timeout. Here's the play again.
Yeah, check this out. It was a beautiful pass
20, 30,
right over the top.
40.
Look at how Salgado accelerates when he catches that.
Yeah.
When the ball's in the air, he just starts sprinting.
And he put his body in position to wall the defensive guy out. You know, I'm feeling sorry, not really, for the defender. He's in good position. What are you going to do about that? You know, the only thing you can probably do there is pass interference.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a few times this season with a couple of our bigger guys, Salgado and Catron Barquette. He's able to wall off the defender with his body and be able to get the receptions in a time that it doesn't look like anyone can catch the ball.
All right, let's slam it on in there.
So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, 36.7 to go in the first half. McCutcheon in motion.
Empty backfield.
5 wide. Cruz takes the snap, throws it to
that's holding. Throw the flag.
There's a flag in the end zone there.
And that's a smart holding because that was a sweet play. That was a fade. The ball was up in the air. Quarterback knew where it was going. And let's go ahead and see that again. That was sweet. That was sweet between quarterback and receiver. Yeah, we don't see it right there, but what happened was the quarterback threw it up, out, and over the receiver. The defensive back had no idea what was going on. He realized when the receiver broke out, he grabbed the receiver. It's what the rules are, whether the amalgam of pro and college, that is should be a first down right down there.
That's they're calling a holding first down.
Oh, holding, okay, because pass interference in college is from the line of scrimmage, so in that case it would be a first down also. In the pros, of course, it's at the point of the foul and an automatic first down.
So with 30.1 seconds to go, the Kings have the ball at the 10-yard line of the Fury. They've been working the ball down the field, made some big plays. We'll see what they can do here. They're trying, like we said, as soon as they took this possession, they're trying to put this ball in the end zone so that they can make it a very manageable game coming out into the second half while where they will receive the kickoff.
Yeah, we'll have an advantage if we score here.
Cruz calling out orders to his players, looks left, looks right, throws it to
a lot of people there.
Makes a man miss, gets all the way up and down about the 7-yard line there. That's Marcus Reed on the reception out of the backfield.
So we're going to call a timeout? We got timeouts, right?
Looks like they're going to clock it. So he spikes the ball, should stop the clock. The clock is still running. Should be about 16.5 on the clock after that spike. So it's going to bring up second down.
See, they don't show
from the 8-yard line.
They don't show timeouts on the clock here, High School Stadium, and I don't remember us calling 3 timeouts already, unless I'm wrong, and we did. And that's the problem. We don't see that on the.
I believe there's only 1 timeout per team. Slant route of our own. He throws it. It's incomplete.
I think you're joking. 1 timeout per team in the first half?
That I saw called for sure.
Oh, I thought you were saying that we're only allowed 1 timeout.
No, sir.
Great. You get 3, yeah.
We got a timeout, Fury. So it's 4th down, 11 seconds to go. The Fury took a timeout. They want to make sure that they got their P's and Q's checked, all the boxes checked for this defensive stand here. The Kings are definitely going to be going for it here.
Yeah, it was 1st and goal, but you know what? That is the worst place you can have 4th and goal. 1st and goal from the 10-yard. Those are the toughest 10 yards, one would say, to gain on the football field.
Definitely, the real estate is prime down there.
It certainly is.
It is hard to get into the end zone from that down and distance. Although you do get 4 tries at it.
You do get 4 tries, but the thing is, from it's 1st and goal, but from the 10-yard line, you're not likely to run 4 times in a row. That's kind of the deal where you most likely are going to have to throw the ball, and there's so much less territory for the defense to have to cover because they have to, for it to count, you have to get the ball in the end zone.
I like the confidence here in the Kings and their offense that they're just going to go for it. They could bring it to a 3-point game with a chip shot field goal at this point, but they're going to keep their offense out on the field.
You gotta love it.
8 yards to go for the touchdown. 11 seconds here in the first half. It's been a great first half of football.
I would kick it. I'm old school. I mean, I'm conservative. I would go ahead and kick it unless they score. Now, if they score here, that's what I would have done.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
4 wide shotgun set, 1 back.
He's looking
Cruz
left
looks
all
left.
the way.
It's got
Yes,
a flag in the
indeed.
end zone there.
Don't worry.
We're not worried about this play.
Well, but you don't want to tackle him.
Just let him run. The fans erupt. They are blowing the play dead way back at the end zone, the other end zone. It's nice to get a little wind out of those guys, though,
Yeah.
if you want to play one more play.
Now, the only question would be is that now do you take off all of the time off of the clock? In other words, would you have had a couple of more plays? Because it's probably going to be an automatic first down there. So by letting him go,
Well, as we know, the half cannot end on a penalty, so they should be able to have 1 snap either way with 0 seconds to go. If it is a pass interference in the end zone, then you're going to mark it half the distance.
yes. Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is they may have had more than 1 play left because they're going to get a first down. See, so that's what I'm saying. Is that maybe
That's true. That's true.
might
Good
burned
point.
off a bunch
Good
of-
point.
I'm sorry. What was that?
I said good point, Randall.
Okay.
Great job.
Thank you.
I guess Randall doesn't get enough validation sometimes from me, and I apologize for that, Randall.
That is
you
so-
do a great job here. We really appreciate you being here, traveling nearly 1,000
man.
miles to get down here.
Well, that's
What a guy!
was-
What a guy!
That was because I got lost. That's why I had to travel 1,000 miles. And I absolutely love working with you. Are you kidding me?
You're not supposed to take a left in
great.
Oregon.
Yeah, I took a left at the coast. I don't know what's going on here.
So it looks like they are going to line them up here from the 3-yard line. 1 play to go. 0 seconds on the clock.
I think Sacramento just called timeout.
We'll see what they're doing here on the field. The timeout. Bringing water out on the field.
Yeah, got a 6-point differential here.
Yeah, 6-point differential. Kings 18, Fury 24. Apparently, it shows the Fury have the ball still on our scoreboard, so don't pay attention to that because it is the Kings with the ball. It's the end of the half, but we have 1 play with 0 seconds remaining, no time on.
Okay, so here we go.
Yep.
Predict the play.
I'm going with either a fade route to the outside, Salgado or Marquette, or one of those inside slant routes. Either one would be very effective, and those are basically the 2 plays that you line up for on a goal line.
That's what I was going to call up to the left. Well, although look at trips, right?
They got trips up top and a single receiver down at the bottom, and they have Katron Marquette down there. I think that they're going to go down to the bottom of the field.
They're going to motion into it to put double receivers down there and go. Yeah, I'm thinking exactly what you're saying. I see the guy down here, and that's where I think they're going to go. In fact, look at they may just put it up, let him go get it.
Yeah, Katron is also a really good blocker too. So if they do motion him out, Katron can definitely
Motion
step up
into
and
doubles.
block for McCutcheon if he receives it. Throws it down to the bottom of your screen and throws a pick in the end zone, and that's okay because it's the end of the
Doesn't
first
matter,
half,
yeah.
and that's going to bring the end of the first half. Your Puyallup Nation Kings 18, Capital City Fury 24.
And I do want to point this out because it's not after we saw it. We did a fade, right? And I see fade there, But yeah, okay. Well, hey, what I tell you what, I am enthused by this, and you don't want this was an excuse. I didn't want to say it when we fell behind before, but we're traveling a long ways, and the guys came in here, as you know, well, like you showed up just in time, flew down here. Thanks a lot, Ray, helping us out. But the players did the same thing. They trickled in all day long.
Yeah.
We had guys, we weren't even sure if they were going to make it, and they show up right before the game. That's a long time. People left last night at 9 o'clock at night. So that is a long dang way to come to play a football game. They showed up. They're ready to play. This is one heck of a game, and I can't wait for the second half.
Amen to that. We're going to go to a couple interviews here that we've did after the last game that we had, our last championship game over the Portland Raiders. So I believe you were the interviewer of all of these interviews. So let's go to that.
Okay, so what do we think?
think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're on it, man.
Sore as can be.
Okay, so let me see if I can rig some stuff over here, get a better picture of going out. Oh, excellent, excellent. Okay, there's a little battery that's in that little section, that little case. It would replace the battery that's currently on the big monitor. Oh, okay. Yeah, hey, doing a great job, man.
Hey, Chip, how long we got?
We have probably about,
I got time to run to the bathroom.
yeah, you got about 12, 15 minutes.
might be halfway over their routine.
Yeah?
It's a long routine.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm looking at their song over here on the bar, and it's literally like barely halfway.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's barely halfway right now.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wow.